Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I will be showing you how to create this vampy makeup look. In the video, I use mainly the Morphe eyeshadow palette 350. I know a lot of people have this palette because it has tons of great colors and you can create a lot of makeup looks with it. For sure, there's only one item that I use in the video that is not in this makeup eyeshadow palette, which is one of the Stila liquid eyeshadows, but you can definitely create this makeup look without it. So if you want to learn how I create this vampy makeup look, please keep on watching. So we're gonna start by doing the eyes, and I already did my foundation and eyebrows, and I apply a little bit of my Laura Mercier loose setting powder underneath my eye, just in case I get any fallouts. So in today's look, I wanted to use one eyeshadow palette just so that it makes it easier if you ever want to recreate it, and I'm pretty sure most of you might already have this. So this is the Morphe, the 350 eyeshadow palette, and I really love this eyeshadow palette because it has a ton of just natural warm neutral shades, so you can create beautiful eye looks with this makeup palette. So I'm gonna start by creating some definition in my crease, and for that I'm gonna start using this light like bone yellowish color up here on the top row, and I'm gonna do that with just a fluffy blending brush by Sigma. So I'm going to start applying this just right here in the crease. And you might not even be able to see this shade because that's exactly what I want. I want a color that it's going to be pretty similar to my skin color. And then we're going to start building it from there. My idea of today's eye look is very natural but glam at the same time. Like, it looks like you didn't try hard in your makeup, but you and I know that we are. Okay, now with the same brush, I'm gonna go into this brownish shade right underneath. It's this one, the second shadow. And when applying this one, I'm gonna try to apply it a little bit lower than my crease, just because I'm using a fluffier brush, and if I apply it a little bit too high in the crease, it's not gonna give me the effect that I want. Okay, now I'm gonna work on the eyelid, and for that, so I wanna use another of the Stila liquid eyeshadows. I just got a small set that Sephora was having, in which you get 3 shimmer and 3 glittery eyeshadows. So I have the little one here, and I'm gonna be using the shade Grace today. I'll just apply it directly with the one that comes, but I'm gonna diffuse it or blend it a little bit with my finger. I feel that this formula works better if I just do it with my finger. And if you notice, when I applied it, I try to stay in the very low part of my eyelid, because that way it makes it easier for me to blend it upwards than if you apply it too high. Then you won't be able to just erase, you know, any areas where you apply too much of it. Okay, so now that I apply my Stila liquid eyeshadow, I'm gonna go back into the Morphe 350 palette, and I want to use this shimmery glitter shade in the middle. You can definitely achieve this look without using the liquid Stila shadow, but I definitely like using it because it just gives it an extra shimmer, glitter, whatever you want to call it. So I think it intensifies the color, and every time I go into any shimmery shades, I like to wet my eyeshadow brush with some MAC Fix Plus, just because it definitely intensifies the color of the eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna apply this right on top of the Stila liquid shadow that we applied just right before. So if I get closer in the camera, you definitely can do it without the eyeshadow or with the eyeshadow. Honestly, the eyeshadow by the Morphe palette by itself, it will still look good, but it won't be as intense as I want it personally. So that's why I like using the liquid eyeshadow underneath. So now I'm gonna use a smaller blending brush, and this is just my old MAC 217. It's just a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go back into the same darker brown shade that we did earlier. And I decided to switch brushes because this one is a little bit smaller, so it makes it easier to work in the crease. Then the other one was a little bit more fluffy. I like to do this after I do my lid color because it helps you intensify the look a little bit right here in the V part of the eye. And then I'm gonna bring it down just a tiny bit, just like if you have a V shape right here on the corner of your eye. We did that. I want to intensify the brown shade that we have in the outside V of the eyelid, and I'm gonna do that by using this brownie shade right here, right in the middle of the palette, just because this one has a little bit of a more reddish tone to it, and I want that in the corner right here, just a tiny bit. Now that we did that, I'm gonna remove the setting powder that I have under my eyes so that I can start working on the lower lash line. Okay, so I'm gonna grab just a flat definer brush, and I'm gonna start building up the same brownish shade as I did in the top. So I'm gonna start with the first light shade that I apply on the top, and I'll apply this just right along the lash line. And this color won't even show up on my lash line, but it definitely helps to create a base for the next shade that I'm gonna use. Now I'm gonna go into the darker shade that we use, which is the second one on the second row. After I apply enough of the brownish shade, I'm gonna grab a pencil brush and just start blending this out a little bit better. So after you blend everything out under your lash line, you can honestly leave it as it is right now, and you can put some falsies or do an eyeliner or whatever you want. The look like that is honestly complete, but I actually want to add a little bit extra pop of color under the eyelash. And to do that, so my goal is to use this orangey shade on the bottom, but I don't want to apply it directly as it is, so I'm going to apply a little bit of this lighter orangey, and then I'm going to go into this one. just because I want to build up the color, because a lighter orangey shade, like I apply a little bit of it and it blended out a little bit better with the other darker brown shades that I had. I'm a blending freak, so I definitely like to over blend things. But now that I completed doing the under eyelash line, I want to do the tear duct highlight, and I'm just gonna use a shade from the palette. I'm gonna use this third shade on the first row. It's like a little bit shimmery. You can definitely use any highlighter and it would do the same. But I'm just gonna wet my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, and I'll just apply it right here in the inner corner of my eye. I am gonna curl my lashes. Okay, and I'm gonna apply a little bit of mascara, and I'll just use this Benefit Roller Lash. Today, I'm going to be using Cocoa Lashes in Queen Bee. This is going to be my first time using this style, so let me just cut them and fix them to my size. I'll just show you the glue that I use. I like to do the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive, and this is the black one. Just because I don't like when I do the clear one, it looks like you have something white in your eye. But I'll be back. I'll apply my lashes outside of the camera. Back with lashes. So I just wanted to show you something really quick. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who this has happened to. When you apply your lashes and for some reason you have like a little gap right here between your tear duct and where the actual eyelash line starts, especially with the falsies like this one. Well, I don't think I have another backup, but the Queen Bee, they have like a thicker lash line or band, whatever you want to call it. So since I didn't use eyeliner, I had like a little gap, you know, in the inner part of my eye. So in order to do that, since I didn't want to, you know, create a wing liner, I literally apply eyeliner from where the eyelash line ended and dragged it down just a little bit towards my inner tear duct. I didn't go all the way down, but doing that helps it look more natural, because you know, you have the thick band and then stops right there. You need to do something so that it looks like a seamless transition from the lash line to your actual lashes. So I like doing that little step just because I think it completes the look. And I know that everybody that looks at me is gonna know I'm wearing falsies, right? But doing that, it makes it look more natural, if you want to say. So I just wanted to share that. I thought, you know, it was something interesting to share that I like to do in case you have had that issue before. But now I'm gonna coat my lower lashes with a little bit of mascara, and for that I'm just using the Better Than Sex mascara, and this is just a waterproof. I always like to use waterproof mascara on my lower lash line, because if I don't, then it tends to transfer to my lower lashes, or like right here. So I'll just quickly finish the rest of my face. I'm not gonna contour or anything like that, but I'll just use a little bit of bronzer along my cheeks just to give me more definition. And I'm just using my go-to Makeup Forever, the Pro Bronze Fusion. I definitely should start exploring more bronzer options. Let me know in the comments below if you have your favorite, and then That way I can also try it. For blush, I forgot I had this in my makeup collection until the other day that I started organizing a little bit. And I'm gonna use the Ofra, the Professional Makeup Blush Palette. It's just this one. It has like a ton of different colors, so it makes it easier to pick a color that will look good with any makeup look that you do. So I think I'll use, if I'm not wrong, I think this is the shade Raisin, so I'm gonna use that. For highlight, I'm just gonna use my MAC Oh Darling highlighter, and I'll apply this with a fan brush. So for lips today, I actually wanted to do a dark lip, so I'll be using Sauvage by Dose of Colors from the DesixKaty Collection. Okay, so now that I completed my lips and I already applied makeup setting spray, this is the completed look. I am definitely in love with how everything turned out. I did not plan to match, my lips with my sweater, but what can I say? It just happened naturally. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!